Nadia, glad to meet you at the Paymentology booth at the Seamless Summit. Tell me what's going on with you with the booth and how has it been going on so far?
Thanks for having me. So I'm Nadia Benaissa. I'm the global head of marketing at Paymentology. So very happy to be here at Seamless. This week it's been a very busy few days with lots of events and excitement. And it's great to see, the industry buzzing. So if I can share a bit about Paymentology. So Paymentology is a global issuer processor. So what we do is that we support financial institutions, banks, retail banks, corporate banks, and fintechs in the capability to issue cards, whether they are prepaid, credit, debit, craft, the right product for their own customer, and make sure that they get connected to the right local payment networks or international payment networks, be it Visa, MasterCard, UAE Switch, MADA in Saudi Arabia, Jonet in Jordan as well. So we make sure that payment get accepted, are simplified, and that you get a great experience yourself as a consumer or as a business.
Now, the Gen AI solutions, that's the talk of the town. What do you have to say? Is there any particular solution that you want to explain to my audience?
I would say for me, as a marketeer, our role has changed, and not having marketing, initiatives without AI is no longer, an option. So we've been actually practicing with AI since Q4 last year. So we are using, agent AI systems to support, our sales development representative, to do emails, to do research, to streamline, I would say, their day-to-day job. And we are currently actually experiencing with voice. So it's very interesting. We are not yet, it's not yet perfect, but it's impressive to see, the reach that we get, how it's, accelerating, our marketing efforts. And the way I see it is that, we are not replacing, I'm still hiring within the marketing team. I just hired, as a matter of fact, someone to support the European market as well. But I'm putting the AI platform aside of him to make sure that he can do things 10 times better. And, spend less time researching, but focusing on the relationship, building relationship, and also finding the right, conversation, contacts, to grow our business within our respective markets.
Nadia, you just said that you were hired for Europe markets. Has marketing strategy changed? You've been very long in the industry. Is there anything that is, seriously changing? Are you looking for people with just technological backgrounds, or are you looking for people who can really take in new technologies? What sort of skill are you really looking in the market for?
I would say when I hire, actually, first is the mindset. Your mindset to adapt, to be agile, and to admit that marketing is no longer what it was before. So I'm not asking you to know everything. We will train you. But the fact that you are, open to use technologies on a day-to-day basis is extremely important. But the human element should be there as well. So your personality is very important. You need to have an outgoing personality. You need to be curious. You need to learn about the payment industry because you need to have a conversation about it. So I would say, it's a mix when we hire. Being open to use technology, being open to learn, but also being curious to do more and really master your industry as well.
Nadia, what has summits like these done to marketing as a whole? What has summits like these done to fintech industry as a whole in this part of the world?
For me, it's great to attend such events as Seamless because, we always work on our go-to-market strategy, and the fact that we come here, talk to, prospect client, partners, visitors, students, we get a pulse of the market and about what's happening. And we get to see the wave, the trends, the type of organization setting up also here, which kind of product, which kind of questions they might have pertaining to our solution. So for me, it helps me a lot refine our messaging and making sure that, we are always current, we adapt, we can perceive what's happening in one market, we don't miss an opportunity if the market is going towards one direction. And if I may share, for example, a lot of fintechs at the moment setting up in the region are building proposition around expense management, supporting SMEs, asset management, investment supporting high net worth as well, and a big move from the crypto industry. A lot of organizations are moving here, and they want to make, that bridge to enable payment from crypto to fiat to happen easily. So we are seeing those trends actually in the market currently.
Nadia, let me ask you this. Is it important to understand regulations as a marketeer? Do you think marketing people should be aware of regulations happening in the region, or they should be having a strategy and they should only stick to that strategy?
As a matter of fact, I just had a panel this morning to discuss the role of the CMO. And the CMO is no longer just, the creative leader. We need to be able to, grasp what's happening in the market regulation-wise, because it has a lot of impact on your product. How do we use your product? Which partner do you use to enable the cards to be issued? And for us, for example, regulation is changing in the UAE. So we know that we work with BIN sponsors to support a fintech that might not have the capability to take a principal membership with Visa or MasterCard or get a full license for the central bank. But this is changing as well. And you have to know that actually they would have to apply, for some licensing at some point. So the market is changing. We need to be aware of that. We need to have the right conversation. We are actually, as a technology company, not only providing technology, you are advising your client. And this is what they are looking for. They are looking for this partner that can take them to a market from A to Z, but that understands the local, I would say, culture, the way we do business here. If credit cards are more accepted than debit, if prepaid cards have also an opportunity, you need to have those type of conversation and be very aware of what's happening on the regulatory side as well.
We are very aware. Just to get a clarity on the company, tell me a bit of history with the company of yourself and how is the company in this market? Which all market is the company present right now?
So Paymentology was born actually from the merger of two super powerhouse in payments. Tutuka, which had origin from South Africa and was serving, the African market, APAC as well, and Paymentology, which was a UK-based processing business. Both have merged in 2021. And to create, Paymentology, the new version that we see today. And our ambition is to become the leading global issuer processor. We already serve businesses in about 50 countries. We aim to go to 80 countries. We're going to enter new markets as we go. When we enter a market, we want to do it well. So we serve very well the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and we're going to go beyond borders. But we bring, that key differentiator of knowing how do you make payments in, those 50 different markets, how we can activate as a fintech new markets easily because you use, the same platform across different markets. So that's an important, I would say, differentiator for us and to support fintechs who have, bigger ambitions to go beyond borders.
Nadia, it's going to be prosperous times for fintech ahead, and I can see that brightness in your face. Thank you so much for taking time talking to the integrator.
Thanks. It was a pleasure having you.